welcome to Islamic Finance Weekly. I am Rahma Say Muhammad. Still talking on the theme environmental, sustainable, and good governance with Islamic finance. We engaged with Islamic finance practitioners, enthusiasts, and key players to discuss ESG principles and Islamic finance, how Islamic finance principles align with ESG. So stay tuned to watch.
Yeah, I am.
I'm aware. Talk with it, I work for North Takafu Insurance PLC. So with that, I'm very, very aware.
Yes, I'm very much aware.
Yeah, sure. I'm very much aware of non-interest financing and what it offers to our economy and to a very large extent to the country.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
I'm aware of Islamic finance. I know Islamic finance is, though it's new in Nigeria, and but in the recent time, I think the awareness is becoming. People are becoming more aware of Islamic finance.
Islamic finance is a form of ethical financing, although it's bigger than that, but it's a form of ethical financing. And when we talk about ethical financing, we're talking about things that aligns with, it aligns with the environment. It also aligns with sustainability. It aligns with development.
Actually, sustainability concept is a very important value in Islamic thoughts and in Islamic finance. So I think Islamic financial institution can support the sustainability by embedding the ESGs in their strategies for takaful industry in particular. They can reflect the sustainability values or Islamic sustainability values in both underwriting and investment. By underwrite, transfer the risk for the sustainable and environmental friendly project, and by invest more money in sustainable finance and sustainable investment as well.
I think a lot of Islamic finance principles align with ESG. There's a lot of similarities between Islamic finance and ESG. There's some sort of like a confluence. You know, when you study like ESG and Islamic finance, you see there's a lot of comparison. There are things that actually go hand in hand. So it's very easy to just align your values. If you're investing in Islamic finance, you could actually just go with ES because there's a lot of similarities.
What we want to see is to see Islamic finance products, structured in delivering projects and programs with ESG incorporated in delivering those projects and programs. For instance, I made mention the Sukuk, which is the most popular product amongst all the Islamic finance products, has been a very successful product in Nigeria. It has been used even by the federal government to deliver on most of the road infrastructures it did from the past administration to date.
I think that when we think about the ESG, what we see in so many places is not necessarily an ethical approach to ESG. What I think the Sharia compliant regulations or the Sharia rules will help to guide ESG. And so if ESG is based on Sharia, then this is a perfect alignment. So I think that more ESG work should be done with a recognition that it should be following the principles of Sharia. Ethical, right? Risk sharing, okay? I think these things are really important. And if we can do that in a better way, then we'll have better ESG implementation.
What I think is that the Islamic finance are more of conversing with people that already have the in-depth knowledge of what the Islamic financial institution is all about. But I think if they can actually involve the low-income society in the manners by which they can communicate, I mean their tongue, the language they understand, I think it will be more generally acceptable and people will be more aware of things going on in the ecosystem, the Islamic finance ecosystem.
Well, for starters, it ensures inclusivity. It goes down to the destitute. It goes down to the to the very low income earners, and it gives people a chance to let some steam off their heads by ensuring a shared risk factor. Like the fact that in Islamic finance, the risk is not entirely on one party is very important when we look at it, because it shifts the burden from the less from the lesser community, from the lesser beneficiaries, in such a way that it allows for them to grow, it allows for them to be a part of the economic growth, and at the same time giving them access to the funding. They don't even need, with Islamic financing, they don't even need to have this level of collateral, I may say, to access financing, which is really good. You need to have that incentive in place for people to be able to get financing, to work on their crafts and make themselves better and earn an income. So it's really the best approach when you're looking at a sustainable economic growth landscape entirely. That's the best you can offer anybody out there. It also gets rid of the exploitative nature of usury and interest rates that can also cripple economies on a larger scale.
Yes, it aligns with ESG. ESG, that's the environment, government, and because even Islamic finance companies like Takafu and the banks, they even engage in environmental activities and even social responsibility. And government, they also a kind of government also have regulation that guide them apart from the Sharia principles that guide them. Government also has its own law that guide them to ensure that they comply with the Sharia principles.
Well, you've heard the conversations from key players, enthusiasts, and Islamic finance practitioners on, how Islamic finance and ESG principles align and how there is further prospect for expansion in the Islamic finance industry. Well, with that, I would say, don't forget to keep it to date to test next week on the program. Follow us on all of our social media platforms displayed on the screen. Thank you for watching. I am Rahma Say Muhammad.